Okay, so we're up at the Sandbanks Provincial Park now, and the season is now come to a close. And I thought I would come up and speak to Derek about how the season went. So how are you today, Derek?
Good, excellent.
Good, good. So now, how was the attendance this year?
Well, camper-wise, we're down a little bit. We're down 79, but we lost a seasonal camper. So the seasonal camper that occupied a campsite for every night this season, that was taken away from us. If not for that, we would have been up.
Yeah.
So we're down a little bit that way, not a lot, but we seemed like we were as busy or busier than ever, to tell you the truth, and we sold a lot of permits. We had a lot of people come in, got their seasonal permit. We had 315, I think, sold, and well over 1,000 day passes. Seemed like there's a lot of people dropping down from as close as Stephenville and Cornerbrook, because people will drive down for the day, like on a nice sunny day. They'll get weather forecast and they'll hop in their vehicle and come on down. So a lot of that's just ongoing. So from as close as Stephenville and Cornerbrook to as far away as Colorado. So we've had people run down for the day. Now they're not coming from Colorado, obviously, but they're staying in either Stephenville, Cornerbrook, or even Burgeo, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You'll just come up and get your day pass and just enjoy the beach, they calls it. Let's come down and see a beach, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we got 6 beaches. Which one you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, the tourists and locals as well have been so happy and excited about the park this summer. I find, and people from faraway places, the States, Europe, and across Canada, been so they couldn't get over it. Yeah. How nice the scenery was and the facilities in the park. Of course, they're pretty impressed with that as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. So, what improvements has been made to the park, if there was any?
Improvements. We don't get a chance once the season starts. We don't get a chance to really get at any big improvements as such. The only thing we got done before the season started, before the season starts, what we does is kind of gears up for the season. We opens up the conversation, turns on water and painting and stuff like that. But we did get one toilet installed, new one. And through the season, you can't get at no real major improvements as such. All you can do is you're dealing with the public down there, the campers. So you're keeping campsites and toilets and the day use area. You're keeping all that clean routinely on a couple times a day. You're at that rate. But from time to time, when the weather is a bit dirty and when it's not so busy, we'll sneak up and work on trails. We're always trying to sneak up and get at the trails with the pruners or the handsaw, or just trimming trails and that. Coming up now, we got a 2-week park maintenance extension. So that's for all parks. So we managed to get I got a fellow coming on with me again next week for a couple of weeks. So what we're going to be doing, as Perry and I, we're going to be up with a chainsaw and pruners and brush saw. So we're going to be going through as much of the trail work as we can in 2 weeks. Russell's Path and the Greepsid area path around the campsites, and hopefully if we get that done, or get a good chunk of that, we'll go down the road and each side of the road, because the alders are starting to grow up there, right?
Yeah.
We got a bit of boardwalk, new boardwalk put down over the last couple of weeks, actually, when it's been not so busy. So we got that done, and that's about it for us for now. I'm trying to get the gate is rusting apart up on top of the hill. I think I mentioned that before. So I'm going to try to get the gate replaced up there, but that's going to take quotes and time to get that in place.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping in the future to get new boardwalk going into the first beach.
Yes.
Because that's getting pretty ready down that way, and so that's as I told you before, that's on our wish list, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. So, did you encounter any issues this year that you would like to inform the public about?
Yeah, no. Every I can't think of any right now, Steve. Everything went fairly well, and no, I'm yeah. It seemed like things went well that way, and I find the public, both locals and visitors, are pretty respectful, and and appreciative of this area, right? And
yes.
And what we're trying to do, of course, within our limits. And, yeah.
Perfect. Well, that's all the questions I got. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'd like to add that although we're closed, the pits still got to be on a leash. We're kind of obligated to enforce that while we're working. Like, there's still somebody working at the park, and there's a lot of the public still walking up, and so there's still a lot of users, locals mostly, using the park, and so while we're working, we're kind of obligated to enforce that regulation. I do get a lot of complaints, and actually I got one yesterday from someone that encountered a dog that was off leash. So if I'm going to get complaints, then I'm going to be compelled and obligated to follow up on those complaints and enforce the regulation.
Yep.
Most of my complaints, I tell you the truth, I get is I get a nice feel over the winter. Now I'm laid off in the winter time, so I really can't. There's not much I can do about that in the winter time, right?
Yeah.
But I do. There's always somebody stopping me if I'm, especially up around the post office when I go to check the mail, about roaming dogs and that, right? So, and dog feces on the road. I mean, there's just no need of that, right? People doing that, but or allowing their dogs to do their business where everybody else is walking.
That's right.
So over the winter, like when we're not here, it's hard. Like we can't enforce it because we're laid off.
Yeah.
In the Dog Act, I think no matter where you're to, according to the Dog Act, that pits have to be leashed.
Yes.
So when we're laid off, I think the RCMP is, they can enforce that. But having said that, if people that walk their pits, like off season, we'll say, like outside, like when we're not around, if people walk their pits and they got to do it with a bit of common sense. They can't just let the dogs jump out of the vehicle and run on down, and there's people walking up the road or walking down the road at the same time, and then there could be a potential encounter there that don't turn out that
That's right.
not that favorable, right? So so people use a bit of respect and common sense. There should be too much problem with if you want to let your dog off in the wintertime for a little run around. I'm not saying I'm not kind of saying you should do that, but that's just for people to use a bit of common sense and respect when they're bringing their pit up here or anywhere for that matter.
Yes, that's right.
And so I think that's about it for that topic there, Steve. And
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for the interview once again, and I guess I'll see you again in May.
yes, for sure. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much.